If you are experiencing any mid-back pain, here are some simple interventions to try in order to alleviate it. So as demonstrated by Taylor, an individual can flex and then extend through each segment of their thoracic spine, aka that region from an individual's belly button all the way up to the base of their neck. And then after that, the individual can foam roll, aka perform some self-myofascial release work on their thoracic spine as well. And as demonstrated by Taylor here, you can add in some rotations in order to really find some quote unquote junky areas within that thoracic spine region. And once you find an area that could use some more TLC, so to speak, feel free to pause on that area and then breathe through it. Up next, as demonstrated by Taylor here, she can really work on performing some self-myofascial release for her rib cage as well. And here we're really targeting the extensibility of quite a few muscles, but in particular, the latissimus dorsi muscle. So the lats of most individuals, again, originate from their iliac crest on their pelvis and insert all the way up into the individual's shoulders. And it has a lot of actions, but if we can improve the extensibility of that muscle, generally speaking, most individuals will experience quite an increase in terms of their range of motion at their shoulders. After that, the individual is going to rotate through their T-spine by blocking their lumbar spine while using this foam roller. So knee is underneath the foam roller, and here eyes follow the hand. We're trying to rotate that top shoulder down to the floor behind us. And each and every rep, we're trying to go a little bit further. And then after that, as demonstrated by Taylor next, she's really going to get into this pretzel position. So here she's in this 90-90 position. And again, she's trying to rotate, in this case, her left shoulder down to the floor. She's trying to really do that by taking a deep inhale through the nose and an exhale through the mouth. Up next, as demonstrated by Taylor here, she's taking her butt to her heels while performing this child's pose. And again, she's focusing on her breathing. She's inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Inhales and exhales should be at least 5 seconds in time. And then as demonstrated here, she can really laterally flex through her spine while holding this overhead position both to her left and then as demonstrated next to her right as well. And again, we're really just trying to rotate and flex laterally through the T-spine here in this case. After this intervention, Taylor is going to continue by performing some more T-spine mobility drills. So here we're performing a thread the needle variation. So crossing one arm underneath the other, eyes follow the hand. We're really trying to rotate the hand up to the ceiling in this case. We can see that Taylor is keeping her knees under her hips. She's not excessively flexing at her hips by shooting her butt to her heels in this case. And again, cross as far as you can underneath here within this drill. So big cross in that case with her right upper extremity, and here now with her left upper extremity. After that, as demonstrated by Taylor here, she's performing another thread the needle variation, but now she's really reaching as far as she can in one direction, trying to get the shoulder onto the floor in this case, and then eyes still follow the hand, and as demonstrated here, she's really trying to rotate as far as she can up to the ceiling. Notice again, she's not shooting her butt to her heels. She's keeping a good stack joint position, aka knees under hips, the entire time throughout the duration of this intervention. Up next, we're really going to work on the individual's periscapular strength, their rotator cuff stability, and so on by performing this Blackburn intervention. So here we're performing an athlete's version where one hand starts on the small of the patient athlete's back, the other starts right on top of the head, and then they're just rotating their arms, reaching in all directions as far as they can for the prescribed sets and reps. And then after that, as demonstrated by Taylor next here, we can see she's really performing a modified version of her Y's, T's, and A's, and obviously perform this on both sides. One hand is going to stay down and really work the individual's rotator cuff isometrically, and then as the other swing upper extremity is performing the Y's, T's, and A's, obviously we're working their periscapular musculature, their rotator cuff musculature a little bit more isotonically.